Can I start by thanking our host, Lord Ahmed, the chair of the All-Parliamentary Committee on Kashmir, for hosting this event in conjunction with Nawai Waqt, one of the, if not the leading media group in Pakistan. And can I take this opportunity to welcome our guest, His Excellency Wajid Shamsul Hassan, High Commissioner for the Embassy here in London, Ehsan Iqbal Saab, MNA, Information Secretary for Pakistan Muslim League Noon, Rob Fellow, Parliamentary Private Secretary for the Secretary of State for Defence, Zubair Gul Saab, the Chairman of the Overseas Task Force and President of PMLN, Ghalib Saab, Chair of the Tehreek-e-Kashmir, and all the other dignitaries, Uncle Bostan Qadri Saab, to this event looking at the issue of Kashmir, justice and peace for Kashmir. Can I start the event by asking our host, Lord Ahmed, to take the mantle and introduce today's proceedings. Lord Ahmed.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Your Excellency, High Commissioner, Janab Ehsan Iqbal Saab, my colleague Rob, and very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, Assalamu alaikum. I'm really delighted and honored to host this meeting, or conference rather, on Kashmir on behalf of Nawai Waqt in Pakistan. As you know, Barrister Abed has already talked about Nawai Waqt Group, the second largest in Pakistan. And credit is to Asad Bhatt, who has been very active and instrumental in organizing this conference. He, very persuasive young man. I have to thank him for giving me the opportunity to host this meeting here. But I can't thank him for putting my telephone number in the Nawai Waqt in Pakistan, because I start getting telephone calls at 4 o'clock in the morning from Pakistan.
So that shows how Nawai Waqt is popular.
That's right, yeah. And and those people who've been ringing me, they've first congratulated me on the Kashmir issue. Second, they prayed that Kashmir will be freed one day. And third, can I send them sponsorship to come to England? And then other people have said how they can, and some people even offered cash money for the visa if I agree to them coming to the United Kingdom to attend this conference. So thank you, and if you know, News of the World or anybody else is listening into these conversations, I'm sure I have some questions to answer here at the British Parliament. But that's how it is, and I think I will have to change my number, so you should know, because 4 o'clock every morning, and the phone calls start at 4 and they finish around 8 o'clock when I switch off the phone. Having said that, I think that this is very timely conference, and I thank my friends from Brussels who've come here. I thank all the friends who've come here from Manchester, from Birmingham, from Nelson, from Luton, from all sections of the community, from all over the United Kingdom, and this is a very representative group. And I thank you because I think when the international community is actually concentrating on Iraq and Afghanistan, when they're talking about some of the natural disasters, whether it is in Haiti or in Africa, when the international community is concentrating on environment and banking crisis, the victim of all this is those people who are suffering abuses of human rights and continuously to suffer, and these are people in Kashmir, and of course Palestinians and others too, which we have been supporting here in Parliament. So because there's also, I feel that there's an attempt by the international community to pressurize both India and Pakistan to resolve the issue of Kashmir at any cost. I say this because when recently this Aman ki Asha Asha. Aman ki Asha started. Now I don't recognize Asha as being a word in Urdu. I don't know. Sir, I know. Please give me a chance. Give me a chance. I'm trying to make a point.
Yes.
So when Aman ki Asha started, I was asked by a very large group in Pakistan to say what I think of Aman ki Asha. And I said I would be wholeheartedly supporting Aman ki Asha. But that can only come when there is justice for the people of Kashmir. That can only come when there is no interference by India inside Pakistan, whether it is in Balochistan, whether it is in the northwest, or whether it is in Kashmir or in Karachi. And it can only happen when you have respect for equal members for Aman, for peace. So if one thinks that they are superior than the other and they have no respect for the other, one thinks that they have the arrogance because they have their economy which is stronger than Pakistan, and one thinks because the international community now wants to leave them Afghanistan so they can take over the whole region, and then they want to enter into some sort of peace, then I don't think this peace can come. So the only way we're going to have peace is by having equality, justice, fairness, but more importantly, when there is justice and when you actually talk about resolving the old standing issues of Kashmir and some of the other, and I'm glad to see Amjad Malik because he has written about it as well. And I was glad to see his article, and there are other people who've talked about it. And so when I said that, then they if you can move a little bit. You can come in. And so when you have respect for each other, then you can have peace. Because too many times we are quite naive in this. When somebody gives you hope, we jump because we are desperate for peace, and we want to have peace in South Asia. But you can't have peace without justice. And unless there's justice to Kashmiris and the Kashmir cause, you will never have peace. Yes, you can pressurize Pakistan, but Pakistan is in a very vulnerable situation. And yes, you can pressurize the Kashmiri people and silence them for a while. But you can't have a permanent peace in South Asia unless the issue of Kashmir is resolved. And that can only be resolved if the people of Kashmir are given the right of self-determination. So I think the all-party parliamentary group and my colleagues, I'm glad to see my colleagues coming in now. Our aim is to make sure that the Kashmir cause is not forgotten here in this parliament. We want to make sure that our government and any other political party in here remembers that the issue of Kashmir has to be resolved. And so anyone who's talking about India becoming a member of Security Council, in fact, to be honest, my advice, and we would strongly oppose for the international community to leave Afghanistan in the hands of India or anyone else, whilst I know that there's talk of withdrawal and talks of trying to talk to Taliban and also getting other regional powers involved, because that would create even a more dangerous situation in South Asia, because Pakistan cannot trust India as it is already because of Indian interference in Kashmir, in Balochistan, in Northwest Frontier, in Karachi, and there's plenty of evidence of that. So, and if you leave Afghanistan there as well, then obviously Pakistan has a huge problem. So I think because there are going to be a number of speakers, I welcome Ahsan Iqbal Saab from Pakistan. He's flown all the way, as you know, colleagues, he's the spokesperson for Muslim League Noon, and His Excellency High Commissioner of Pakistan, and it's good to see the Deputy High Commissioner here as well, and many colleagues from around the country. Thank you very much for coming here, and we are really here to listen to our guest speakers who will enlighten us. My commitment is that we will oppose India's membership for Security Council until it resolves the issue, because you cannot become a member of any club if you defy its very basic principles. And the basic principle are resolutions of 1948 and 49. If you are defying them, if you are not implementing them, if you don't have respect for those resolutions, you cannot become member of that particular club. And there are many other issues, and I think that it's time now that we should be asking